Good morning, dear participants. I am Lieutenant Vidya Raikar, Assistant Professor of Mathematics and Associate NCC Officer working in Government First Aid College, Dharwad. I welcome you all to this session on Open Broadcast Software. Let me share my screen. So, I will start my lecture on OBS with a famous quote by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam ji, where he says, learning gives creativity, creativity leads to thinking, thinking provides knowledge, and knowledge makes you great. Yes. So during this COVID-19 pandemic, so it has become a challenge for the teaching community. So how they can reach their student by a digital mode. Yes, we teachers have a most responsibility on our shoulders where we have to learn or adopt so this new technology, and we have to adjust with new changing conditions where we have to learn all these technological tools to deliver our lecture to become a new age teachers. So how can this be possible? So during the previous 5 days, you have come across some teachers were delivering lectures. So just a video presentation, or they were sharing their slides, the PowerPoint presentation also with the lectures. How this is possible? There are many modes how a teacher can design a lecture before sharing. So before preparing a lecture, one must can prepare through the presentation. Either you can use a MS PowerPoint presentation, or most one who knows a LaTeX, they can also use LaTeX Beamer presentation. So just make sure while preparing your lecture, designing your lecture, so just one should keep in mind, so every slide must have a some limited content, and through the offline one can deliver a lecture 1 hour, 2 hour, whatever maximum. But for a designing a lecture online, so just keep a time stream of to be a maximum 40 minutes, and always one should focus on the main topic. And before delivering a lecture, you must state what is the objective of lecture. And through the online lecture, so let us see how one can engage our students through quiz, home assignment, etc. So there are many platforms through which we can connect with our students and deliver our lecture. So some of them are free and some are paid, and some are completely free and open source software. So in these days, we have most of us come across maximum, whatever the webinars and workshops, even the school teachers, they are engaging their students through this Zoom meeting, where Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, YouTube Live, Google Cloud Meeting, Google Hangouts, Facebook Live, Cisco WebEx, and free conference call and open broadcast software. So these are some platforms where we can connect with our students. So in today's session, we shall be focusing on this open broadcast software. We shall learn how one can download this OBS and how we can frame our lecture through this OBS. So this OBS Studio, it is a free version and it is a free source software which is available through the Google. We can use it for a recording or a live streaming also. So the main user interface is organized into 5 sections. So there are scenes, sources, audio mixture, transitions and controls. Where scenes are, it is a group of sources like live and recorded video, text and audio. Where there is a control panel in the main screen of the OBS, one can start the recording, stop the recording, or you can go live for a streaming also. So this is what the how to download we shall see. We shall go live demonstration for this. Let me share my one more screen. This one I will minimize. I will okay. So let us go to Google. In a Google, what you have to do is, so just type here OBS. It will show what OBS Studio. So when it shows the open broadcast software, so just click on this open broadcast software to download. So it's showing 3 options: Windows, Mac OS and Linux. As we are, most of us, we are using Windows. So just click on this. So just download. It will show all the downloading option here. As I have already downloaded here, I don't want to go download again. So just as other softwares, exe files, so just go next. So it will be downloaded in your system. I will close this. When you download, after downloading, you can find so this OBS Studio on your desktop. So just double click on this. It will show the OBS screen. So as I have already minimized here, I will click on this to show the what are the we shall see sources in a OBS for a recording. So when you open this OBS Studio, so it will show there are 5 panels in this. So one is adding a scene. You can add the sources. So this is a auto one, audio mixture, and here the scene transition you can give. And this control panel is important where we can start recording and stop recording. So just see here. So this is a scene and there are here in this file, edit, view, profile, scene. So these are all the options are there. We shall see one by one how we can go for a recording our lecture. So there is a, suppose I click on the plus sign, it will show so many options. That is you can add the sources for a recording. So there is a group, window capture, video capture device, text, scene, media source, image, slideshow, image, game capture, display capture, color source, browse and all that. So for us teachers, which options, so which sources are important are, so this image slideshow, media source is not so important. So you can add the scenes, text, video capture and window capture. The most important again out of this is display capture. So where in a Zoom, we need a network to record our lecture. But when once you download this OBS, so without any network, you can record your lecture. So which will be saved in your system. One can upload this on a YouTube or a share among the students. So let us go to adding one by one sources and we shall see how we can record a lecture. Let me so just add the image. So this is just for a demo purpose I'm showing. So when you click on this, I will repeat. So just click on plus sign, add the image, click on OK. So properties for image. So it's asking which image you want to add to this screen. We can browse through the browse option. So click on the browse. It's asking from where you want to add the image. So I have saved some images in my desktop. I will go here in image section. So this is one of the image where I have saved in this. Click on OK. So just see, click plus sign, go to image option, browse the image from your system and select the image. So when you select the image, see, you can observe. So this image is on a black screen, but it is not fitted to this screen. So one can enlarge or fit through the option, right click on this image. Next, go to transform. When you go to transform, either click on fit to screen or stretch to screen. So suppose I click this stretch to screen. So this is now, so with just a image, you can record your lecture. You can start your recording a lecture. So just audio recording with the background image, you can do the audio recording. So to record your lecture, one has to go this start recording. I will click on this start recording. When you click on start recording, it will show here. Observe here, the recording is started. This red light, so this button will on. So now as you finish your recording your lecture, go to again same option. So it will turn to now start recording to stop recording. So just click on the stop recording. It will stop the whatever the recording you are doing. So it is in a default, it will save in some file. I will show where it is. In the file section, go to show recording. Go to show recording. So in a default, it is saved in my computer in a video section. In a my computer, it has saved in a video section. Just I will show you the recorded slide now. So just see this. Yes, it's taking time. Okay. Now it's taking some time to show the recording. So let us see in the next slide. So when you recorded you can observe here show recording. Now let me add one more source here. So already image is there. I want to add one more. I want to add text here. So just go to plus sign, click on the text. I want to add or display my name on this. I will type. See, I want my name to be displayed on this slide. Whatever you want, you can include your name with the college name and thing. And there are two options here, Arial and select a font. We can change the font also by clicking on the select font. So there are so many options. You can change it to regular, italic, bold, bold italic, black, narrow. And here also there are so many options. So I have kept here Arial. You can change the font also. So just I will click OK. I'm happy with this Arial regular. So just click OK. Now see, so this is how to adjust this to screen. So just drag wherever you want to fit this text, you can fit this. And so this is clear. We have added image and a text. So after this only you can go for click on the start recording to record whatever you want to deliver. So this will record only audio. So this will record only audio. So now I will again stop recording to stop the recording. So in addition to this, after image, after adding text, if we want to give some effects, scrolling effects, so either, so this can be moved horizontally or vertically. So for that, what you have to do, go to text, right click on the text. In the source, go to text, right click on the text. Next, we have to click on the filters. So after clicking, so this is screen is not seen properly. Just drag here where, so these options were hidden previously. So I wanted to see those options. So just when you drag this screen, filters for text. So just give scrolling effect, click on plus sign. There are so many options. We are interested to give a scrolling effect to this. Click on the scrolling, click OK. Now it will ask whether you want to give a horizontal scrolling effect or a vertical. So let me try this. The first one, I want to give this horizontal scrolling effect. See, it's moving horizontally. If you drag this backward, so in the opposite direction, it's scrolling. Suppose you want to give a scrolling effect, that is a vertical effect. So just drag this. Yes. Okay, I want to give a horizontal scrolling effect. So after adjusting this effect, so just close this. See, so this text got the moving effect. Then again go to start record. So this is the pre-adjustment you have to make before recording our lecture. So start recording. After your completion of recording, so try to stop recording. This is over. We have added image and we have added a scrolling effect to text also. So just I want to delete those both the effects. So just click on the text and click on minus. It will ask, that is, I am removing this text effect now. Now, if again I want to remove this, click on the image and minus sign to remove this image. So two sources adding, I think it's clear to the participants. Now, okay, we shall continue with adding more sources for a recording a lecture. Let me come to this adding a image slideshow. Click on plus sign, go to image slideshow. So when you click on image slideshow, it asks creator or select a source. Click OK. Now, so properties for image slideshow. So just, so this automatic, so this is for a movement of a slides, automatic movement, but I want to give a manual effect to these slides. So just I want to scroll this. Suppose you add some images for a recording. Click on the plus sign, add files. Now it will ask, so from where you want to add the files. In a desktop, I have some slides, so which are in the image form. See, here you can observe each slide I have converted this to image for a recording. Let me open this. So when you browse from your system, click on plus sign. So open the images. So this will be fitted on a screen for which you can start recording. But if you want to move these slides, one has to give some effect. One has to use a hotkey. So just clicking any arrows or a enter, so these slides will not move. To give a moving effect, what you have to do is, so just go to settings. So just go to settings. So there is an option hotkeys. So click on the hotkeys. So what I want is, I want to give a movement effect to already stored slides in a screen. So just go through the options here. There are more options. So just we are interested in giving a effect to our slides. So just let me see where is a next and previous slide. So I think mute. So this is a mute option. Next and previous. Yes, stop. Next slide, previous slide. Here, so for a moment, next slide, I want to use a right arrow in my keyboard. And for the previous slide, I want to use a back arrow. So obviously when you click on the right arrow and back arrow on a keyboard, so it will show in a letters right and left. So or you can use any upper and lower arrows also for the movement of a slide. So just adjust this because so these options are not visible. So when you select the slide movement, click on the OK. So just see, these are moving. So when you fit all the images in a screen for a recording, then go to click on the start recording, and according to your topic, need of your lecture, so just you can apply the slide moment. What I have given the hotkeys is the arrows on the my keyboard. I am now operating through this keyboard for the movement of this slide. See, when you complete your recording, go to stop recording. And so this recording will be obviously in a default, it will be saved in a video folder. To view the recording, you can go for the show recording option. So at the last, I will show each recording now. So just I want to remove this slide. So let us go for another source adding. So we have seen image adding, text adding. So how one can use the image slideshow, and there is a window capture. So this window capture, what will do is it captures only one window. If you want to show only one PowerPoint presentation, it will catch that. So just you can go for a recording. All these, the most important source for a recording is this display capture. For the beginners, it is very useful to record your lecture. Click on the display capture. Click on OK. So again, I will click this OK. So just you are observing there are so many infinite number of screens in this. So the feature of this infinite screen is when you go to start recording, it will catch whatever the on the screen. So let us try this. I want to share again this one slide here. So click on this display capture, click OK. So just you want to share only the slides. What I will do, click on this, or let me take one slide from my system. I want to show this. Let us take here. So here it is in a okay. Let me click this. I will again open. Okay. So when you open this OBS, you will get infinite number of screen. On the infinite number of screen, you want to suppose you want to share the slides. Click on slideshow. So go to slideshow and so just as usual movement. So this is not asking for any hotkeys. Even you can use a enter or any arrow mark on your keyboard for a movement of these slides. See, so these slides are moving. Just I am using arrow marks on the keyboard. So when you complete recording, so how to stop recording? So start recording and stop recording using the OBS. In addition, if you want to add the face, if you want a display capture, so then what you have to do is click on the plus sign, go to video capture device. If you click video capture device, it will take, click on OK. So this will actually, already I am using a video capture here. So again, it's not showing my face here. So if you click, let me close this in. Okay. So click OK. Let me remove this. So just click OK. I am adding video capture. In addition to this, see, we have got now. So as there is a one set of cameras, therefore now I got this video capture. So in addition to slideshow, you want to add your face or a display capture also. What you have to do? So click on the first display capture, add this display capture first, then go to video capture device. So when video capture device is there, so just if you want to record your lecture only, I want to fit this to screen. I want to fit this to screen. So just go here. If you go to transform, that is you have to right click on that and you can fit this to screen by clicking, and you can go for a recording your lecture. Or suppose I want this to be anywhere on the screen, you can adjust so this anywhere on the screen of this OBS. Suppose you fit this here before recording. So these are all the we have to make ready with this. Now again, if you want to share this, now we can share our slides. So let me share a slide. So just I will go for a start recording and I will share my screen. So this will share and the movement of these slides will be recorded in the OBS Studio. So just I will close this. Now if you click stop recording, the recording will be saved in a show recording, that is in a default video folder. So let me remove this. I will remove this video capture device by, so just any addition is with a plus sign. Any removal of any source, you can use a minus sign. So that's all. Now, so all the recordings are saved in a file option in a folder. Let me start my video again. Okay. So I want to show this, how these recordings are saved. I will click this file, go to show recording. So these are all the, see, my computer video. So here these are saved in this. So this is saved in a MQV form. Let me open this. Whether it is get played or not, let us see. As I am using here a Zoom for a recording. So it's taking more time to open this. Yes. So just see here. So let me click on the recording. It's still showing opening a media. So it's still showing. So let us. Okay, I think it's got opened. So just see. Recording. Yes. And I will share my screen. So this will share and the movement. See, you are observing here there are two videos. So this is in the recorded one. And this is because of the what Zoom app I am using for the recording this lecture. Yes. I hope you are all clear with this OBS. So there are so many sources. So next one is, so how you can, so every video will be saved in a MKV form. So before sharing, what you have to do is you have to better you convert those videos into MP4 form. So this is possible in, so this OBS. So for that, go to file option. In a file option, there is a remix recording. So it asks, so which OBS recording you want to convert it from to MP4. What I did, go to file option, remix recording. So OBS recording, you have to select one recording, which recording you want to convert it to MP4. So click on three dots. Click on three dots. So whatever the recording you want to convert, so just I will take this. Let us see how this convert to MP4. So click on, see, within no time recording is converted to MP4. So okay, so just I will close this, or you can, if you want to add another one, so that source also you can add here. At present I don't want to add any source to convert. So close this. If you want to see that converted recording, I will go here. So you can observe. So this one. Right. Let me go to save our planet output free. Sorry, so this one was the recording I wanted to show. recording and I will share my screen. So this will share and the movement of these slides will be recorded in the OBS Studio. Just I will close this. Now if you recording and I will close this. Let us come to this again. We'll close again. So there are so many options. So when you saved your recording and you have converted MKV to MP4, one can upload your recording in a YouTube. For that, what you have to do is, so just go to Google or a Chrome. So as already, let me take, I will go into, okay. So I will go to YouTube channel. Click on the YouTube channel. So just YouTube channel is opening. So whatever the recorded videos you can easily upload to your channel. So this is my channel. I want to upload I want to show one of the recording where, so as the net is slow, let us see. Okay. So click here. So when your YouTube channel is open, so just click on here, go to YouTube Studio. So whatever already recorded videos are there, you can find here in a YouTube Studio. So for that, let me, to upload the video, so click on the plus sign. It will ask for the upload video. If you want to go live, so this option is there. You can go live streaming. So where from the, so this OBS, you can go for a live streaming also. So let us upload one of the videos to this YouTube. So click on upload option. It will ask, so from where you want to upload a video. Yeah, it's taking much time. So it's asking drag and drop a video files to upload. So just select the files, whichever you want to upload to YouTube. Select the files. So just I will go to my video section. My video section. Suppose I want to, yeah. Now recorded video, I want to upload this to YouTube. So this is in the MP4 format. So just select that and click on a OK. So this will start uploading a video. It will take some time. So when you select a video, so this is asking for a title. So this is asking for a title. So let us give some title to our video. I will give, it is a title map reading. So just this is optional. I will click in this video. We shall learn. In this video, we shall learn different aspects of map reading. So just you can see, so as this recorded video is so small, so already it's finished processing. So the video is already uploaded and finished processing also, where see When it is finished processing, you can get the video here in this processed place. So just go to next. So is it for a kids or not for a kids? So I will click, it is not for a kids. Next, go to visibility. Go to visibility. If you want to keep this video private, that is only you want to send the people you choose, that is some people you can watch your video, or you want to public. So let me, if you want to, everyone want to see your, if you want to share in a public, click on the public, otherwise, so let me keep this private and go to save option. So this will be saved in my channel. See, you can observing here. So there are so many videos which I have made it public. Some videos I have made it public so that anyone can watch those videos. But here these two videos, even if you want, after some time you can change this public also. If you want those to be shared among, you can go for the public also. So this is what the uploading a video. I think everything is clear to you. So I will close this. Let me come back to my screen. Hello participants. With this, we have come to an end of this session and also this 1 week faculty development program. Tomorrow morning, we are coming with a last test for you. So the test will contain a 30 objective type questions based on the learning outcomes of whatever the videos and the PowerPoint presentations we have shared during these 6 days. If in case any participants not submitted any previous quiz, assignment and feedback, tomorrow till morning, so up to 12 o'clock, all the Google form links will be open for you to submit all the assignments. Please do submit and attend the last test tomorrow from 9 to 5 o'clock. It will be open. Please attend in your own time. I will end this session with one quote of again Abdul Kalam ji. Where he says, black color is sentimentally bad, but every blackboard makes the student's life bright. Yes, participants, so this is our responsibility. We shall be there with our students. So wish you all the best for your test and everything. Please stay safe and stay happy. Thank you.